Good morning. It's me again, Chris Bright from Artificer Made. You can find me at www.etsy.com/shops/artificermade. There's links. So I'm going to start doing a couple of tutorials today, putting some things on video, and I thought I would get started how I get started a lot of mornings in the shop, and that's with the drink. And today I'm having what I would like to say is my signature drink. This is the Artificer Made Martini, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on the Martini. I thought I would share with you real quick and easy how to put it together. What I do is I start with a 25-ounce mug, and then I add, as you can see, my garnish is a skewer stick with 7 quality olives. Now, the garnish of an olive is one of the most important parts of a martini. I don't care what they say. Do not just go grab your basic salad olive. You have to get good queen size or the largest olive you can find. These are stuffed with pimento. They're not bad. The base liquor of a martini is, of course, gin. And for an Artificer Made Martini, you can use any premium liquor. I recommend, see if I can get it. For a martini, I don't think there's too much better than Miller's. Oh, there it went. There's a Miller's. If you can get the export or the domestic strength, the London strength, what do they call it? Well, I don't know. There's a term for it. The stuff that they have at home, it's like 95 proof as opposed to 80 proof. Yeah, 80 proof. That's even better. This is probably hands down, not even probably, this is hands down the finest dry gin, London style gin you can buy. And then for the vermouth, really there's no substitute, and I'm going to say something that is French in origin. Noix Prat. Noix Prat. That's how you pronounce that. Noix Prat. People have died speaking French. I don't recommend it. If you go to the wine store and ask for Noilly Prat, I'm sure they'll know what you're talking about. Really, anything less expensive than Noix Prat is wasted. You're just ruining a drink. So here we go. The combination of liquor to gin, in this case, I do 3-to-1. So that's 3 parts gin to 1 part vermouth. It's a fairly dry martini. But really, I mean, you're here for the gin. And then you mix it up in a separate tumbler full of ice, and then stir. I use the same skewer that I put the olives on. Stir the mixture to get it together, to get it blended, and then pour the whole thing into a mug like this. Now, when I'm not actively drinking, I have a little chill bath that I use for other things. I can set the whole thing down into it, so I'm not worried about it getting warm as I go. That's, of course, the reason why martinis are usually very small. But let's go back to stirring. James Bond was wrong. A martini should be stirred, not shaken. The reason is you don't want ice breaking up and diluting your 3 parts gin to 1 part vermouth. So we paid a lot of money for this liquor. We want to taste it. We don't want it watered down with ice. So that's how you make a Artificer Made Martini. I thought about coming up with a funny name like the Martificer Eni. No, it just didn't work. But something like this should get me going all the way through till probably 1 o'clock. That's, I don't know, it's 11 now, so a couple of hours. This is a good couple of hours of drinking right here. Keeps the throat moist while working with heat or working with abrasives. So makes you feel the injuries less, I suppose. That might be counterproductive reasoning, but there it is nonetheless. So that was your Artificer Made Martini, and a little bit of unnecessary dialogue too. what should be coming up next is how to make ball-ended copper head pins, which is always fun. So stay tuned.